What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the kitchen table in the isolated room of Udi's temporary house. This is Matter Bite-Size, and today it's all about Infinity Wars. No. Udi, who directed this movie?
This would be directed by the Russos. They've done a lot together, but I'm going to go through the ones that are importante, which would be Winter Soldier, El Numero Uno, number one favorite Marvel of all time for me. Also did Civil War and this one right here. Yep.
All right, Jared, cast in as succinct manner as possible.
Yeah, okay.
Don't interrupt.
This is going to be tough. It's long. Be prepared. Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, Iron Man, Chris Hemsworth is Thor, Mark Ruffalo is Bruce Banner, the Hulk.
Give us a bulleted list for him. Just keep going. Just give me the actor's name.
And that's about it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're good with that one.
I think. Oh, and Stanley.
Oh, of course, Stanley.
Yeah, and Stanley.
Can't forget him.
That's a contractual agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could expect him in every single Marvel.
I look forward. I look forward to it
every time.
Yeah.
Okay, synopsis goes like this. It's the end of Civil War, and we have Thor. Okay, maybe I can't do it as succinctly as I wanted to actually do it. Let's do it from the end of Thor Ragnarok then. I wanted to bring up Civil War in some way, but there's no way I could do that without taking up too much time. At the end of Thor Ragnarok, Thor is being invaded by Thanos' ship and stuff, and that's how we end it. And we pick up directly from there in Infinity War. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. That's what the movie's all about. Yeah. If I wanted to sum it up, Thanos is coming.
For one sentence?
I don't think we even came up with one. You tell me you had a hard time coming up with one.
I couldn't think of a good one for this.
The only thing I could think of is I could equate it to being this is like a high school reunion, except the person that you hated the most is coming back, and he's big time than ever, and no one ever fucking likes his ass. No. That's how it was with my high school reunion. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. So
I don't go to that stuff.
You didn't go to yours?
No, care less about those people.
Me too.
No, I'm just kidding. I just didn't. I didn't care about going.
Level of importance, not anything against them, but it's low in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting on to the good parts, the bad plus, the bing. Good part. Udi, yeah.
I'm gonna go with my favorite of all favorites is Cap.
Yep,
of course. I mean, I know, but I love Cap. I love the fact that he came back and he's represented and he just plays him, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed. I enjoyed the little bit more unexpected benefit of Thanos being a little bit more complicated than what I was expecting. So that is very good. I mean, I'll touch those two things right there. Love Cap, glad he's back, full Cap, going ballistic and doing his thing, and then having Thanos be more complex of a character than I was expecting.
Somebody get this guy a shield.
Oh man, get this man a shield.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, Jerry, what do you got for good stuff?
My good part, I'm gonna go with the Peter Dinklage.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Seriously, I really enjoyed that he was a giant. I really enjoyed that whole scene.
Of all the things you're gonna go through, okay, that's fine. I mean, I get it.
He was a giant.
I know.
I like Peter Dinklage, man.
I know. I do too. I
like Dinklebot.
My God. Is that it?
That's it.
Any other points? No, that's the thing that you took from it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, so my point would be I'm glad that everyone had a fair amount of screen time. The fact being able to battle the amount of people in this production, in this crew, in this talent, it's an amazing feat to pull off if you're a director. Mm-hmm. That's why it kind of impressed me that it didn't bog down in someone's utterly useless detail or subplot, but it kind of kept the movie going. I didn't feel it once at all. I knew when the movie was going to be long. I didn't feel the need to actually check my phone to find out what time. The only thing I did is I pulled out my phone and I took a few notes because I was like, oh, that was good. I got to remember that for myself. But other than that, the movie ran fine. It was flawlessly
good execution.
Yeah, executed.
We didn't talk about this.
We didn't talk about
I
this.
know, because I would have debated, but that's right.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well,
Debate me now then.
No, we can do that into our bad. Yeah.
Oh my god! Which also one other stuff we want to do. I want to go over predictions about the movie, but we'll save that for later or some other time, or we'll do it after the end. Spoilers at the end if you want to listen to that. Bad parts. Womp womps. Zero.
I'm gonna go with a little bit too formulaic on the comedy. We've gotten now to a place with Marvel and the franchise and the whole MCU where the comedy has gotten very rhythmic and predictable. Like we were saying before, it goes 1, 2, 3, joke, 4, 5, 6, joke, 7, 8, 9, joke, and so that goes through, and they don't really care anymore about who's delivering the joke because there were a couple in there where I'm like, that was out of character and not really well placed. Funny, but yeah, could have done without it. I would say there's two specific scenes, but I don't want to give any spoilers. So there you go.
So the joking or the quips and one-liners have kind of gotten to be a little formulaic now,
and very much expected.
Okay. Okay, Jared, baddies, boom.
Bad for me is probably going to be the way they use space and the vacuum of space and the gravity and everything else that goes along with everything that we know. And sometimes it applies, sometimes it doesn't. Like, I don't know what to say there.
The continuity specialist strikes again.
That's it.
See, I would argue about that and realize what kind of movie you were in, but it doesn't even matter.
Well, if you got to wear a helmet and you can't breathe, to breathe, and there's no oxygen, like, I don't know.
It is more of a continuity issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I fully agree with that. But
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about that one. Do I have anything bad about this, though?
I'm sure you do.
I'm pretty sure I can nitpick the crap out of it. If there's any glaring, if there was any glaring part, dude, it has to be the same thing that you said. That the comedy is kind of throwing me off a little bit. I mean, there were parts that were extremely funny. Drax is extremely funny when he has his own part in his shows.
Yeah, and he's being himself. He's being the character. Fantastic.
Yeah, but when you have parts that are just stuck there, and it feels like it was stuck there every 15 minutes, then it becomes predictable. And predictable laughter is just forced laughter.
Yeah. It's hollow.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't give you a feeling. I think the best comedy is always the ones that you are unexpected, right? So
even though we were laughing a ton,
dude, we were laughing so much,
but yeah.
But I mean, other than those little bits of comic relief, I'm going to call it comic relief.
Yeah, fair.
No, this movie was pretty impressive in terms of scale and how they handled it. I don't have anything bad to say on a fanboy note. The only thing I could say is, what happened with Tony Stark and Iron Man and his whole suit dilemma? And there's a few things in the movie that come up that they just kind of gleaned over. And it's like, well, wait, explain that? Or did it just happen? So, okay, I'll believe it. But other than that, there's nothing. Okay, let's round table this thing up. Meh or do it?
Do it.
Okay, meh or do it?
I'll do it.
Do it. I'd say do it too. Obviously, I liked it. Obviously, Udi liked it.
I love it. Yeah, it was good.
Jared, I don't know. I'm still thinking you're on the fence about things.
No, I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. It, wasn't my favorite movie in the world.
No.
But,
Well, okay, let's go into that. Compared to the other Avengers movies, how would you rate this in that order?
I don't remember it.
You don't remember the other Avengers movie? Well, crap. What about you? What do you have?
It goes top list for Avenger movies.
Top list for you?
For Avenger movies, yeah.
What's second then?
For Avenger movies?
Avenger movies. There's 4 of them now. So
yeah, it would be the first one.
First one, okay.
Yep. And I'll tell you why. I have a rationale behind it. It has to do with we're looking at when we take the first Avengers.
TV look?
Well, no. It has how they handled that huge ensemble in the first Avenger movie was done really well. Now now we've amped it to 11, and they handle it really well. So I appreciate the fact that they took such a massive thing that could have been really just gone off the rails really quick and maintained it and executed well. So it's an appreciation of story, and it's appreciation of production and everything in there. I think that's why it goes because it took the first one just kicked it to 11.
Okay,
that's why.
All right. For the spoiler podcast, we talk about other stuff in detail, and you can find that at badbad.com. /bad. I want to say this is number 57. I could be wrong. Look in the description below when I'm done, because this will probably be done by then. In the meantime, there are some few things that we want to talk about that didn't get into the podcast, so I'm going to put a big spoiler talk right here. Jared, you want to talk about predictions of the movie going ahead of time?
Okay.
What do you predict what will happen in the next Avengers movie, which is coming out in 2019, 2 months after Captain Marvel's release date?
Well, they're going to go back in time and fix it.
You really think so?
Yeah.
They're going to do the whole time travel thing?
Wow, they're going to have to. How are they going to get everybody back? They're going to get the glove and be like, snap, and bring people back. That's the other thing they could do.
That's a possibility. Someone could grab the glove and just decide to make it different again.
Yeah, they're going to have to use...
or split world lines or something like that.
Captain Marvel. I don't know what all Captain Marvel's powers are, but Captain Marvel's going to have some kind of power with Ant-Man and Wasp, and they're going to go small and steal the things from Thanos. And
so we're pretty much going to go into sci-fi territory.
And they got the mold for the glove from the troll guy.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to make another glove, and then they're going to steal the stones and put them fake ones or something stupid on there.
See, that sounds interesting right there. To have another glove glove. Mm-hmm. Interesting. What about you?
No, I kind of like that arc. I think it's going to go somewhere along those lines. I think we're going to have. I think we are going to do a kind of a back in time kind of thing. Mm-hmm. He's going to get the time stone, back up the clock. But I still have a feeling we're going to lose a character, and permanently lose a character.
Okay.
I'm not sure who, and I have a gut awful feeling it's going to be Cap. I don't know why. I just feel it like it's going to be Cap. Like he's the one who's going to jump up and take that because that is his character.
The whole contractual agreement between the production companies don't kind of seep into your theory of that?
Nope. Okay. Nope. I think everyone, when it comes to...
what about Thor?
Nope.
Really?
He's a god. Nope.
Thor wouldn't sacrifice himself?
Yeah, but doesn't Thor get turned into a woman or something in the comics?
Throw comics out. Okay. I think these are going to run separate. I think if they try to do that, I think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. I think no. I think it's Cap because he's done it before. They even talk about it in this movie, going with the whole, hey, we don't sacrifice ourselves for one. So that set that precedent with him and Vision saying, hey, we don't sacrifice one for the rest. So that's going to flip that on its ear and go like, well, Cap, you're going to go do it and blah, blah, blah. So I feel... Okay. Something there where they might be building in that direction where that could be one of the things like we will sacrifice ourselves. Plus, Chris Evans talked about for a while about not acting anymore and could be a good venture and a way to unfortunately exit the character and then maybe have
Barnes take over.
Bucky Barnes come over or even do Falcon and have him take this, which they did in the comic books. I would be fine with that and, not to be sexist, but I would not be okay with it being a woman. Just wouldn't.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's it.
You have nothing?
I have nothing to say about that.
Okay.
That's the only spoiler shot for the rest of this show. Other than that, next time is Deadpool 2? Dose. Is it Deadpool or Solo first?
Deadpool.
Deadpool 2.
Solo right after that.
Okay. Deadpool 2, then Solo on the next episode.